And so those, and then there is a farmer line, which obviously we have trained. So basically, what farmer line does, it provides agricultural information to farmers.
Yeah.
So these were cool guys who were in KNUST before they attended our training program, and soon after that, they used the knowledge they gathered from KNUST and then from Mobile Web Ghana to set up their own company, and now they are actually like have branches some parts, yeah, all over, not even the country, but other parts of Africa as well. Yes.
I see.
And so there's a huge opportunity to be able to develop locally relevant content. Once you are able to overcome the mountains in entrepreneurship or in running a business, then
yeah, so we'll come back to that very quickly. And I just wanted to say to our viewers that you're welcome to send in your comment, and you can do so on 0202 222 054. And please remember to include your name when you send in your comment to us. We will read them to you. So, good. So let's go back to this. You were saying something about mobile entrepreneurship. Yeah. Could you enlighten us more on that?
Okay, so mobile entrepreneurship, it's basically running a business through value-added services on the mobile phone, and so that is our flagship project that we run at Mobile Web Ghana. Okay. So we enable people to enroll into a course, basically for 3 weeks, where we teach people how to develop SMS application, IVR application, interactive voice response. Android application, for instance, and then mobile web application as well. And then we run a whole set of courses on entrepreneurship as well.
I see. And who can participate? Who can take part in your courses?
And so our courses are usually very open to people who actually want to solve a problem. So as part of the interesting thing about our training program is that before you participate, we ask you to submit a problem that you want to solve. Okay. And so we normally do screening, and so which problems okay, these are interesting applications.
So that was, the problems must be relevant.
Yeah, it must be relevant.
Yes.
It must be a local problem.
Indeed.
Yes. You can't be in Ghana and say you want to solve a problem in somewhere. No. So we encourage people to solve their local problems. And so if they submit an application, review the application, and then we ask them to come around. Even for interviews, we do interviews as well. Yeah.
All right. And then there's a cost to this, isn't there?
Yes. Now there is a cost, but previously there was no cost because it was funded. Yes, it's changed because, of course, there's a whole new dimension to being able to sustain a project when it's running. Initially, the project was funded by Vodafone UK. Okay. And it's run for a period of 2 years. Yeah. And so after the 2 years, we need to find means of sustaining the project because there's a lot of interest. People keep coming back to us to ask us to run the same program. Yes. And so we still don't charge like high amount of money. It's still something to cover costs because we are an NGO. Okay. So it's still something to be able to cover costs and to be able to sustain the organization.
But for those who might be interested in coming to you, and what about, so how much exactly does it cost?
So we have a weekend courses. So currently we are starting the weekend courses Saturdays. We are teaching introductory to mobile programming, which will run for 5 weeks. And we are teaching for those who already have some basic skills in programming. We are teaching how to develop Android applications as well, which will also run for 5 weeks. Indeed. And so the introductory to mobile programming is 500 Ghana cedis.
500 cedis, yes.
Yes, 500 Ghana cedis. Yeah. That's affordable.
And the duration is 5 weeks,
it's 5 weeks. And for those who already have some skill sets and just basic programming skills, it's 400 cedis.
Yes. So you teach how to develop applications for local problems, and then also you teach them how to create businesses out of this.
Definitely.
Right? Okay.
And so we have an incubation space as well. So usually when people finish the course, they don't have money to rent office space. You know how these 2 years advance and other things work out in Ghana. And so we have an incubation space for them for a period of like 6 months where it's free to come there, to come and use our facilities, at least internet and other facilities that is available. And so for that period, you'll be there and you won't pay any amount of money. And that period is a grooming period for you to go to industry. If there is a need to link you to the industry, somebody will do an introduction as well. So usually during our training program, we bring expert people who have started their own businesses.
Okay. Yeah.
To
with
come
experience.
and with experience, to come and tell you what people are looking out there and what customers are willing to buy, and some of the applications that have been successful as well.
I see. So it's interesting. You're a very young woman, Florence. And the last week when I was speaking with Derek Yandatse of Dream Oval, a very young man as well. And so I think it's, you know him.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic, that, you have young people in Ghana doing this. Are there many more of your sort, doing the same thing, doing similar things?
I think that the industry is growing. It's a growing industry, and with a huge opportunity. A lot more people are now exposed. I think the problem is because people are not exposed to the opportunity, they don't even know how. They see it as a myth. They think that it's a difficult thing to do. But now a lot more people have the opportunity. At least since people are using WhatsApp and then Facebook, you can give them instances that, do you want to develop this kind of application? Then they can think through and see if it's something they want.
Indeed.
But those days there was absolutely nothing. And so now the message is all around. Even if the message is not all around, they are using some applications. So you can encourage,
see and feel.
And feel and see, oh, this is cool. Oh, I can also do this. It's not that someone outside or a foreigner.
No.
It's that you have the capability to be able to do it if you want to do it.
Yeah. And you think that there is a space for, the tech,
there is a
things
huge
like
space.
this going to the future in Ghana? There's
a huge space, and there are other institutions facilitating this space as well. So it's a growing space, and I will encourage a lot of the youth to go into it.
Indeed. And so apart from, now, Vodafone UK is no longer funding you.
Yes.
Is it? No.
Yes.
So you generate your own funds, is that right?
So that's it. We generate our own funds. It's locally generated funds.
All from just the 500 cedis you charge?
You can imagine, all from the 500 cedis. I mean, we have other projects that we run, but it's not related to this. Indeed. It's a data project, open data project.
Okay.
That one we also build capacity for people for free. It's a data journalism project. So people like you who are journalists, how do you use data to tell your story? And so you have series of it's like you're mentioning numbers and other things. Is there a way to project that number in a way that I can easily understand if I'm not a journalist, if I'm not educated? Can I just see a picture? So even this, we bring students around and build their capacity for them for free. And so the last time we had a hackathon, which was like 2 nights, you could see young students coming to sleep over at Mobile Web Ghana to be able to understand how they can make meaning from data.
Indeed.
And at the end of the day, they come up with interesting data representation stories. Some tracking the exchange rate from 1995 to 2015, how it affects our commodities.
Indeed.
And it's just looking at the picture, you could tell. So these are some of the projects that we're doing. And it's a sponsored project. But
sponsored project, okay.
Yes, but for the mobile entrepreneurship project, it's a self-sustainable project.
Yes, yes. Florence, thank you so much for coming in. It's been wonderful talking with you. And we hope that you'll join us again in the future to continue this conversation.
Thank you very much for having me.
Good. And thank you so much for watching. We'll be right back after this break.